Hello there, everybody. Oimon here, and welcome to the Unfinished Swan. So, a bit of a story behind why I'm even playing this. I remember, and this is going back 8 years now. 2012. It may even have been 2011 when I actually heard of the game. I remember seeing a video or something online about this game, and I honestly didn't even remember the name of it. All I remembered is that you were in a perfectly white world, but you could throw down like splotches of paint, and doing that would slowly uncover and reveal the environment and allow you to progress. And it seemed like a really cool idea and a really cool concept, and I remember thinking, ooh, I'll keep an eye out for that. And then they dropped that it was going to be a PlayStation 3 at the time exclusive title, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I completely forgot about it because I had I had no need to remember it because it was on PlayStation. And then not only did I just forget about it in a sort of a vague, oh, I'm not really paying attention to it way, then I actually forgot the game even existed. Cut to about a month ago, give or take, and the game pops up. I don't think I even knew what the title of the game was back in the day. If I did, I had completely expunged that from my memory. But this game pops up, and I was like, oh, the Unfinished Swan. That sounds like a really pretentious kind of game. That sounds like something I could have a good laugh at. What is it? And then, of course, I watched the trailer, and I'm like, holy shit, I remember that game. So I was like, okay, I'll buy it, and I'll play it on stream, because fuck it. Why not? That, and I do like to do these little shorter games as like a bit of a downtime between all the big games I've got going on at the moment. Now, from what I understand, this game is only about 2 hours or so long, maybe 2.5 hours if I sort of take my time with it. So it should only be a one-stream deal, which is fine. And as I said, I just want this bit of a palate cleanser, and it's a walking simulator. And I'm always genuinely fascinated by walking simulator games, because I played a lot of walking sims, and some of them are really fucking bad. Like, Dear Esther is one that always brings to mind when I think of bad walking sims, because Dear Esther is fucking boring. Pretty, and with a great soundtrack, but boring in terms of gameplay, like even by walking simulator standards. Now, admittedly, Dear Esther was arguably the first walking simulator game, kinda, certainly the one that was ever popular. I think Dear Esther was the one that popularized the walking simulator game. But then you can also get really good walking simulators, like the Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable is a walking simulator. It doesn't feel like it, but it is. And I think that's the key to making a really good walking simulator. If you can disguise the fact that the game is a walking simulator so that it doesn't feel like all you're doing is walking around, then you can get away with it. And I think that's the difference between a game like Dear Esther and a game like Stanley Parable. Because in Stanley Parable, all you do is walk. You walk, you listen to the narrator, and occasionally you make a choice. That's it. That's the Stanley Parable. And yet, it is such a great game. And one of my other favorite walking simulators, arguably one of my favorite narrative games, period, was Tacoma. Now, I streamed that one way back when I first started streaming. God, about a year and a half ago now. And I fucking loved Tacoma. Like, I applauded when I finished that game. It was so good. So, I love playing walking simulators because I love to see where they fall on the scale. Because I think there's a lot you can learn about games design from walking simulators. Because when you boil a game down to its absolute basic elements, and you take away anything that you would think of as being gameplay, it can be really interesting. So, aside from the whole paint mechanic, I don't actually know anything about this game, like, at all. So, it'll be interesting to see where this goes. Anyway, let's, actually, let me just, I turned down the audio, but let me just tweak it up just a gnat's hair. Don't want it too loud, but I don't want it too quiet either, because it does feel very quiet in the background. If it's... Actually, let me turn it up all the way, because it might not... Because if it's a quiet game in general... Because I by default, I turn down the volume. Anyway, let's just get into the game. Book. Oh, good. We're loading.
Monroe's mother had always been much better at starting things than finishing them.
Oh, I get that.
When she died, she left behind over 300 canvases, not one of them finished, along with Monroe, who felt pretty unfinished himself. The orphanage allowed him to keep only one painting, and so he chose the unfinished swan that had always been his mother's favorite. But that night, he woke up to find the swan had disappeared. So he took his mother's silver paintbrush and followed the footprints into a little door he hadn't seen before.
Ooh, magical. Well, okay then. Oh, there we go. Now you see, yeah, this was the painting mechanic I told you about. Ooh. Oh yeah. I could have a lot of fun messing around with a mechanic like this. It's like the opposite of Super Mario Sunshine. Huh. Well, there we go then. So, apparently we can jump with that. There's no run button. Ooh, a box! That's vanishing in the darkness. Yeah, I think I have to be a bit careful with how much I paint, because otherwise I could end up missing a lot of the detail. Huh. Oh, is that like a roof? It is! It's like a roof of a building. Ooh, trees. Oh, it's a park bench. Isn't that just lovely? And a barrel. And a fence, apparently. Now, you see, that's really cool. And you see, like I said, this was like back when I very first saw it. That was kind of what attracted me to the game. I was like, wow, that's a really, like, neat mechanic. Like, you know, just painting things, finding a way around by just painting splotches on everything. And I'm like, that's really cool. I like that idea. But we'll see where it goes. Ooh, hello. Can we paint over the... Oh, we cannot even paint over the swan's footprints. But we can at least make them visible. Okay, apparently I accidentally painted a frog. What the hell was that? Oh, hello. And you see, again, clever little mechanic. I like this. See, this is my point about the difference between a boring walking simulator and a fun walking simulator. Because a boring walking simulator literally just has you walking. Like, there's nothing else, you just walk. But a fun walking simulator knows how to mix things up a bit. Cool. So hang on, before we... Is there a... I really wish there was a run button. Does this kind of go where you want it to go? So we're in like a farm field by a lake or something? I feel like I made a mess. But then that's probably supposed to be the point. I don't necessarily know if there's any, like, enemies in this, but I could see this kind of thing being in a game that could have enemies. Like, everything's invisible and you gotta, like, paint enemies, but doing so, like, attracts their attention or something like that. That'd be a fun idea for a game. Well, I found a tree. Tree. It is at least nice enough to not just have the orbs disappear in the water, but to actually show them for a few seconds. Alright. Apparently you also can't throw the paint on lights. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about the storyline to this game. You know, the whole thing about, oh, it's a dead mother and unfinished paintings and... Oh. Found them? I wonder if we get any other colours aside from black. Or maybe the game had, what was his name, Ford in mind. Okay, are we in some sort of castle or something? It's quite cleverly well done, actually, because what it kind of is the more black paint you put on actually can make it a bit hard to see, because... Hey! You can see what's where I've been. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that it's persistent, too. It doesn't, like, fade away over time or anything like that. It's totally persistent. This is the kind of game, I'm pretty sure, that was very early on in the PlayStation 3's life as a, hey, look what the PlayStation 3 can do kind of game. Which, you know, fair enough, I get it. Why go through the gate when you can go over it? Why is there a balloon? That's not a swan, that's a chicken. You can tell. Speaking of chicken, it's a hand holding a chicken thigh, breast, leg thing. It's a chicken leg, what the hell are you saying? I could do this forever, actually. This is really kind of fun. So, yeah, in terms of the story, as I said, aside from what was said in the intro, I don't know anything about it. I didn't even know if there was that much of a story, but I guess, you know, kid going into a fantasy world where his mother used to exist is... Okay, I've noticed all of these things are either animal or food themed, which... I suppose says something. If it's the middle of the night, the kid's probably very hungry. Maybe he's sneaking down in the orphanage to get into the kitchen or something. Hey! Unicorn. Splashy, splashy. A very random physics object there. I mean, neat. Neat to see a little physics object, but random that it's there at all. Alright, try up the stairs, I guess. I don't know. I can't tell what it is. Apparently I'm very good at stopping boxes too. Nope, it's not going anywhere else. Okay, let's go up the stairs that we can go up. And we'll see. What is this? Now use balloons to buy things from the toy menu. What? Hang on, look, there's another balloon over there. I can see it now. I don't know what the hell the toy menu even is. Oh god, was I supposed to be looking out for balloons this whole time? I didn't know that. God damn it. At least things are reasonably well defined now. Mom is going to be so pissed when she sees all this mess. Oh no, wait, I don't have to worry about that. I'm an orphan. That's fine. Like a crane? Oh, is that what yeah, it's what the shovel for some reason.
The king was young, arrogant, and amazingly talented. He was convinced no color existed that was good enough for his garden, so he left it white. While he pondered how to create some new colors, his kingdom began attracting settlers, and soon he found himself with bigger problems.
I've played enough management sim games in my time to know that probably won't end well for him. Speaking of management sim games, I've actually been playing Frostpunk lately. That is a good fucking game. I'm rubbish at it, but it's a good game. That's kind of one of the funny things about management sims for me, is that I fucking love them, but I'm terrible at them. Usually takes me like so many failed attempts before I can start winning. Now, practice makes perfect and all that stuff, I guess, but... knock those boxes over. Follow the signs of the king, I guess. Whoa!
Hey!
Fair enough. Didn't think this game was going to have that. Were we even in part 1? Did part 1 even have a name? I don't remember part 1 having a name. I certainly don't remember a big title drop like that. Can I? Oh good, I can. Ooh. I don't know what the hell you need them for, but they might be important. Oh, what the hell? Wait, what? Oh no, is the game doing non something or other geometry? Oh dear. Non whatever the hell it's called, that weird stuff that doesn't make any sense. You know, where rooms loop around in each other in ways that shouldn't actually exist in real life. It's called non-Euclidean technology or something like that. I forget what it's called exactly. Where'd the other one go? I know for a fact I knocked 2 off of there. Ah. Right, I'm sensing a theme here. Okay. You get out of the corner, please. That is not a useful place for you to be, thank you. Can I just push you myself? Second. Ah, crap. I have no idea what the hell is going on right now, but we certainly...
The king's new subjects were tired of White. They were tired of tripping, of banging their shins, of misplacing their homes. So they started painting everything, ruining the king's spotless design. In response, the king outlawed all non-magical brushes and pledged to spend the next month painting shadows for his kingdom.
Did it work? Well, I mean, there are shadows. There are greys. So I guess that worked. I don't really need to keep painting. Well, hello.
Whoa.
Yep, took the words right out of my mouth, kid. Oop. Okay, part 3. As I said, this isn't a long game. Can I? Oh, I can. Secrets. Are there any secrets? There is indeed. There's a balloon. I see you there. Really wish there was a run button. Don't really need to paint anymore. I can more or less see where I'm going anyway. But it's the point of the game. Paint everything. Not everything is painted in grey. Aha. You do have to be a bit careful because you can very easily paint yourself, if you will, into a corner. In that you can paint yourself so you can't see where the hell you're going next. Those doors really like to close a little too much. Pretentious. Self-portrait of a self-portrait of a self-portrait. Kind of... Ooh, probably shouldn't have done that. I might need it.
Whoa.
Aha! So you can hit that one. I wasn't sure if you would be able to or not, but apparently you can. Oh! I tried that before, it didn't work. I was almost expecting an achievement for painting over all of his paintings. Would be like a... I don't know, the achievement would be called Philistine or something like that. That's what I would have done. Personally. Just because of how funny that would be. It's probably for the best I don't make games. Hello!
Whoa.
You're missing your neck. This could be an issue. I suddenly feel like I've stepped into labyrinth. Am I the babe with the power? I'm not actually going to have to go through this, am I? No, I'm probably just going to have to go through a section of it. What are you, a bloody Minecraft villager? Well, at least you can tell where you've been by where the paint is. Okay, so presumably we have to find our way to the giant paintbrush in the sky. I think painting the walls would be a better idea than painting the floor. I may occasionally miss. Dead-ended, huh? Well, okay.
The labyrinth was designed to be beautiful, and it was. It was not designed to be practical, and it wasn't. Whole families got lost for weeks at a time, mail took months to arrive, and many worried a labyrinth of this size was bound to attract dragons. Eventually, the complaints grew so loud even the king couldn't ignore them.
You sure? I kind of figured that's what kings do. Hey, it works for me. Oops, blocked. Okay, I have no idea where I'm going, but I guess I'm going there now, so... We go in there? We can! Scooch my way in. Let's keep exploring a bit. There might be more balloons to find. Maybe it's a decently designed maze. I mean, a maze that's literally all but, you know, one single color would be pretty tricky to navigate. I figured this would be a really good place to hide a balloon around here, but apparently not. You still can't run, which is kind of annoying, but... Aha! Here we connect back to areas in which we have been before. I'm a grubby, messy person. I love it. It's a really well done mechanic, actually. Like, you know, if you're gonna have a game where you lob balls of paint, it's gotta feel good, and this feels so satisfying. Like, if it wasn't for the fact I was streaming this, I would probably spend my entire time just painting everything I could get my hands on, and probably making it just as impossible to navigate than if everything was white. Because, you know, you do that kind of thing, don't you? Nope, more dead ends. Alright. We'll go through the bleeding door. Ugh, honest. Actually, I've completely lost where the fuck it is. Where's the door? I think it's around this way. Alright, here we go. I will say that is very weird. If I look down, the game auto-corrects you to look up. Probably a console thing. Where the hell did you come from? You weren't there before. Yeah, I think I see the point where the next area loads. And woo.
Whoa.
Yes, thank you, kid. Stop doing my commentary for me. Well, one of them hit.
The king was so frustrated with the messy, demanding people of his kingdom that he decided to start over. One morning he painted a boat and set off to find the perfect spot. He told himself he'd come back someday to finish what he had started, but of course, he never did.
It's that damn swan again. Balloon. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Am I supposed to be able to see something there, maybe? Is there like a balloon hidden somewhere and I just didn't paint the right area to be able to see it? I don't know, that feels rather suspicious. But I also teleported, so I suppose technically speaking that's cheating. Alright, let's get in the balloon and see where we go.
For the first time in weeks, Monroe felt good.
Oh, good.
He felt even better when the wind pushed him close enough to reach the swan. He was feeling so good, in fact, that he forgot all about his fear of heights. But when the swan wriggled free and Monroe fell over the side, he remembered almost immediately. That might have been the end of Monroe if this were a shorter story, but it isn't, which is why Monroe's troubles were just beginning.
Okay. Somewhat self-aware, I guess. Ah, oh. Really? 2 to 3, 1 to 3, 4 to 4. Oh, how many chapters are there in this game? Oh, 4. There are 4 chapters and extras, apparently. Okay. Well, at least now we know what we're doing. Apparently, yes, I did miss some balloons. Oops a daisy. I'm not doing a 100% run. Depending on how much time, maybe I'll go back and pick them up. Try to find them if we have enough time at the end. But for now, let's go.
Monroe scrambled out of the water and found himself in a massive city with no sign of the swan or anyone else. Well, except someone's enormous pair of feet. These were attached to a giant who could have been a big help in catching the swan, but unfortunately, here was the laziest giant who had ever lived, and it was his day off. Having celebrated in his usual way, he was now sleeping it off and quite unable to hear Monroe yelling. While he was looking for a way to wake the giant, Monroe noticed something even better: a floating ship.
Ooh. Ooh, we're in. Ooh, lovely. Oh, so now we're throwing water around? Ah. No, oh, no, hang on. So it is just water because it fades away after a while. Well, alright then. Okay. Let's see what we've got, shall we? Oh. There's some giant feet for you. Ooh, a balloon. Okay. There's that bloody swan again. Okay, that's the thing. So, alright, what's up here then? Just a gate you can't open. Hello. 1 of 28. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get all the balloons. Not unless I look up a guide at some point, which I might do. But that'll only be after I finish streaming. Alright. What do we got? Hey, that works. Ow, that was more of a gap than I thought it was. That seems to be the way forward based on that. There also seems to be a way up there. You know, the amount of clicking I gotta do to fire off these things, I'm gonna end up with RSI at the end of this bleeding game. B.
Before he discovered painting, the king was a potter. He loved the simplicity of a well-spun pot. So when his subjects complained that his new city was too austere and that there was nowhere to relieve themselves, the king ignored them. But when they started relieving themselves in his pots, the king hastily built them a sewer system.
Suppose that's one way to get someone to pay attention. Game is very bright. Well, we know where we are. Well, fair enough. That works. Guess we're not getting across that way either. Oh, gonna hit that from underneath. If I'd have known it was there, which I didn't. Alright, so we've got 2 balloon. I didn't say I was going to find all of them, but that doesn't mean I'm just going to ignore one when I see one. Alright. Nope. Uh-oh. Aha! You think I am blind? You can't fool me on that one. I do see a bit of that one up there too. I don't think I can reach it from down here. Nope, don't look like it. Alright, let's see what we can find. Broken ladder. Oh, scaffolding! Well spotted. That being destroyed, there isn't. Okay. Guess we're going up. Bonk. All right. Ah, do we have to jump over to the... Yeah, we do, don't we? Alright, well, Ah, fudge. Well, it was worth a try. Maybe I could hit it if... Gotcha. Ah, yes, there's the toilets he promised to build. And it did. I mean, he made a promise, he kept it. Eventually. I don't always do these things, you know. Sometimes things just sort of get out of control. Whoa, that spins around really fast. Ah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Whee! Take the safe route when you can. I don't think this game has like fall damage or anything, but not sure if I'd want to risk it. This is a very precariously designed location right now. What the hell am I meant to... Oh no, that one's gone. Bonk. Multiple routes. Not that that really changes a lot, but I suppose it's something. wonder if the color denotes how hard it is to find. And ooh. I think we've still got quite a ways to go yet. Try the other way then, I guess. That's not a very good telescope, to be perfectly honest. I can see... I can actually see better without it. That's a fucking rubbish telescope. You need to work on the zoom on that. Careful now. Nope, nothing there. Alright. No. Giant cracks are never a good sign.
As the city filled up with people, the streets filled up with garbage. In a fury, the king painted over the roads with a canal, which swept away the trash, along with some of the slower children. But the water brought something else, a horde of vines which began covering the city.
I'm sorry, swept away some of the children? Well, just like... Maybe spiders? New growth. There it goes. Alright, what now? Can I then climb it? I can. Ooh, now that's curious because it's like, where else could I send them? Is there anywhere else that I'm like, I really want to go there? You can't get that past me. What kind of turnip do you think you'd take me for? So it can't cross the water, and it can't cross the cracks. I'm pretty good at climbing vines. I will say that's a neat little mechanic, because it takes the idea of you painting things and moves it in a slightly different direction. Why am I going sideways? Sweet. Oh, I've certainly missed some. Don't think for a split second I'm going to get all of them. So, let's see now. You again. Okay. I would say, you know, vines growing all over the city. Sometimes you gotta take things like that quite literally. Balloons. Boom. Alright, what we got next? Hello, no neck. That worked. Is that my reward for carting them all the way up here? I kind of figured that's what I was supposed to do. they also fill in the blanks as and when necessary. That's pretty cool. Right. You off. Anyway, we're gonna have to pause here for a sec because it is time for a quick break. See you in a sec, guys. And we're back. Alright, let's see if this has to do what I think it has to do. I don't know, this doesn't feel right. But I think... Ugh. The only thing I can do is just jump and swing. Okay. That worked. Wasn't sure if that was going to kick off automatically or not, or if I was going to have to do something manually. I'm glad it was automatic, though. Doesn't seem like the kind of game that would have a swinging mechanic in it. I think I see where this is going. Come on. Up we go. There it is. Bonk. Bonk. Is that the way we're going? Any more balloons hiding away in here? Whoops. Well, crap. No, but there is one over there. So I need to get over there at some point. Okay, then. Yeah, because that's not pretentious in the slightest.
Unlike his nicely trimmed hedge maze, the vines refused to stay where the king wanted them. He ordered his subjects to pull up every vine they saw, but the people were getting tired of the king's endless decrees, so they secretly began watering the vines whenever the king wasn't looking.
Uh-oh. Okay, it's probably too bad. Nope, there it goes. God damn it with this game and its fake outs. I don't think there's anything else in the little maze, it's just there, I guess. Okay, well, we've got to guide you off somewhere, so I guess you may as well come with me. Until we work out where the bloody hell it is you've got to go. Oh, okay, dead end. I had a feeling. We dropping? I think we're dropping. Oof. Ah, well, we've gone the other way to the side of the gate, so that's a start. A random assortment of stained glass windows for some reason. Aha. Keep going up now, please.
Yeah.
Made it. There you are, you dumb bird.
Hey!
Hold still 5 seconds, will you? Bloody unfinished birds flying off whenever you need them the most. Aww. Okay. Where are we going now? Oh wait, hang on. This mechanic feels so goddamn precarious. Then it's probably supposed to. Nah, they can't. It was worth a try, I guess. Ooh, I hear beach. You're not the birds I'm looking for. Tea!
The king hated the sea, and all because of his very first castle. It was the only one he had ever come close to finishing, and it took him a single day. But then the tide came in and washed it all away. He vowed that someday he'd build a kingdom that would last forever.
Nothing lasts forever. Ooh, balloon. Like, literally, by its definition, nothing can last forever. I can't, like, zoom in or out with this. It's just... burns. Gotcha. Hey, I might actually get all the balloons in this one. The only reason I didn't in the first chapter is because I didn't know what the hell I was looking for the first chunk. They be some shorts. I guess we're going up that way next. Hello. Oh, that's... That was really bad. I was only looking. I have no idea where the hell I'm going. Oh, is it up? Are we going up? This is goddamn terrifying. I want to point that out right now. Now what? Well, I think I can add this to yet another list of the games that are not horror games, but that absolutely friggin' terrify me, if only because of how the hell their mechanics work.
Whoa!
I got it. Well, I guess we'll leave that batch of vines behind. Yay! Blooming heck. Ooh. Tea!
The vines were slowly burying the king and his city. No matter what he tried, the king couldn't stop them. So he decided to create something that could. He mixed in paint thinner, malice, and snot, and soon had the outlines of a pretty horrible creature. But it wasn't until the thing began to coil its tentacles and snap its jaws that the king understood what he had made. And for the first time in his life, the king was afraid.
Oh. That sounds good. think... Where the heck am I going next? Unless I can keep climbing up the gold pipe after the... Yep, okay, apparently I can. So you can just climb on any gold thing. There we go. I'm going to be reaching that one anytime soon. That works. Not sure what I'm supposed to do with all of that. I mean, I guess I can use that to explore a bit, but I don't know if it'll actually be useful anymore. Still, pop that away. I don't think we're going to need it anymore. Yoy! Ooh, careful, careful, careful. We've come a long way, I think. I really wish the game wouldn't do that. Bell tower.
Even half finished, the creature had no trouble swallowing up all the king's soldiers, half his zoo, and 3 peppermint gazebos. It was only with the help of his pet hippo and the giant that the king was able to force it into the sea. And though the water remained black for years after, the creature was never seen again on shore.
That's the thing we've been... Okay, right. Yeah, that's the thing that we've been seeing in the... So that's the thing we've been seeing in the ocean, isn't it? I got it. Somehow, I got it. Well, okay.
Within a short time, the king's subjects had all moved away, except the giant, who was quite loyal and also very lazy.
Whee. Huh. I like that you can actually see the path you've taken. That is actually really cool. Why is there just a giant plate of toast? I mean, I like toast. Toast is good. So yeah, the giant creature we've been seeing swimming around is the monster that the king created. Hello. Come on, you would have assumed I could ring the bell and, you know, wake the giant up or something. Guess not. Dunk.
Monroe waved goodbye to the giant and set sail.
I didn't even
But
see
no
the
matter
giant.
how fast he went, the swan was always just out of reach. And not for the first time that day, Monroe suspected he was being led somewhere.
Makes sense.
Then they flew into a cloud, and everything went black.
Oh dear. Well, that was chapter 2. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, nighttime. Yeah, it's not gonna be good. 4, 5, 8. Ah, I missed like 3. That's not bad. Pretty decent, pretty decent. Okay. The woods. Okay. The woods it is.
Monroe sailed on in darkness following the swan's voice, but he never saw a thing. Not the stars, not the swan, and certainly not the tree he got stuck in. When the clouds lifted, the swan was gone, leaving Monroe alone in the middle of an immense forest. Since there was nothing else to be done, he jumped.
Oh, well, it sounds good. Oh, hey there, Dragon's Den. How you doing? Ooh, I can't see a thing, and I'm back to throwing black paint again. Well, I see a light. That's a good start. Oh, it's really pretty. Well, that moon looks a little... I have no idea where I'm going. This is fine. Nope. I see a light. Okay, so I'm going to assume... Yep, makes sense. Aha! Okay. Good enough. That's probably not something I should be doing too much. Ooh, creepy. Hey, works for me. I think that's good enough. Okay, watch out for the giant gaping pit of doom. Where are we going? Ah, yeah, that might help. Oh, goody. Giant bleeding spiders. Remember playing a demo of this a few years back. Looked interesting, but I never got a chance to fully play it. It's pretty good. Yeah, I can't really complain too much. It's sort of a nice, sweet little sort of, I don't really want to call it, like a walking sim. It's actually more involved than your average walking sim. Which is fine. Bugger off. Damn spiders. Get. Well, that works. Okay, so, hang on. Oh, excuse me. About that building? Right. Get up there. Ooh. Uh-oh. Can't lose the orb, it's my only light source. Doesn't help, there's no run button. Yes, I know we're going deeper into this rather than out, which is not good. Oh good, a cave. You never like spiders? I'm 100% in agreement with that. Not all that fond of them myself. I can deal with video game spiders well enough, but yeah, the river. Oh, I can't go. Can I? Nope, I can't go in the river. Okay. Right, so I've just got to wait as this thing goes downstream. That's what you're telling me. Bugger off. Okay. Hey, slow down there, chump. Slow down. Whoa, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. No, it's fine. I could just live here now. This would be alright. Kinda.
The king was tired of creating perfect kingdoms only to attract less than perfect subjects. He decided he'd have to leave a legacy the old-fashioned way, with a family. So he began to build one, starting with a house.
Bet that ended well. Alright. Ooh, that's something, I guess.
The king had never had much luck with people, so instead of trying to find a wife, he painted one. When she opened her eyes, the king was astonished. He had created a female version of himself. The king was in love.
Alright, that is so narcissistic. That's fucking hilarious. Can I go in? Oh my god, I can't. I wasn't sure that would work. Whom. Whoa. You weren't expecting self-cest from this game? Is that a thing? Actually, you know what? Don't even answer that question. I don't want to know. Okay, this I like. Good enough. Ooh. Didn't know that was there, but you know what? I'll take it. Aha. Excellent.
Bursting with joy, the king locked himself in his workshop painting gifts for his queen. He never saw her lack of interest, though she made no effort to hide it. The only gift she kept was his first, a little silver paintbrush.
How ungrateful. I mean, you know, guy gives you a life, whole bunch of gifts, and she just doesn't want any of it? I say erase her. Try to make better next time. Oh. The nursery. Not even his female self likes him. Yeah, I know. I mean, how unlucky do you have to be?
Every day the king painted a new room for the house, and every day he abandoned it as not good enough for his queen. While he slept, the queen spent her nights painting creatures of the forest, though she never finished a single one. 5 months went by before the king noticed she was pregnant.
Fair enough. Oh no. Probably not. Nah, I don't think this game has proper fall damage. Nice. Gotcha. Gotta have those balloons. Yay. All right. What the? Okay, try that again. Up we go. Careful, careful, careful. Up. I guess that's the way back to the real world. Okay, yep, I pretty much worked that out, but alright. Made it. Get the feeling he was a bit of a narcissist. Oh, goody. Now we've got bloody wolves. Okay, well, I can't see anything, but I don't think we've got to worry about spiders now.
On the night before the queen was to give birth, she left. All she took was a single unfinished painting. When the king woke, he found no explanation, and he never did.
Couldn't even be arsed to write him a Dear John note? Wow. Which really just proves, considering that, you know, she's just a copy of him, that he is an asshole.
For 9 years, the king didn't paint a thing. Then he had a vision, a colossal monument of himself that would be his legacy for the ages. But he hadn't even finished painting the scale model, which was over 100 feet tall itself, when his powers began to fail.
Uh-oh. Dun dun dun. I'm still waiting to see how this story connects to my character and his deceased mother and the Swan. I don't get that, but I'm sure we'll work it out soon enough.
The king never finished another painting. Then one night he went to sleep and couldn't even finish his own dream, and he's been trapped inside it ever since.
Okay. You know, most dreams are left unfinished. It's called waking up. My theory is the kid is the queen's son. That's possible. And like, you know, it's just a metaphor for his crappy dad. Could be that, but I don't know. Nice. Is that a lemon? Yep, that's a lemon. Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
The water level rising? Yep, the water level's rising. Okay. Not that bad. I think we're okay. Yeah, that's Mabel! Gee, it'd be nice if I could see a bloody thing. I hit the bloody swan again. What happened? Oh, cutscene. Oh, hello.
As Monroe stood there trying to think of something to say, the statue shuddered and the hatch slammed shut. And now there was no more need for talking. The king was awake.
Okay, then. The King's Dream. The beginning. Okay. This is the last chapter, save for any of the extra bonus stuff that comes after it, which is just extras, including credits. So what we'll do is, seeing as it's 5 to 5, we'll take a quick break now. Feels like a good breaking point. And we'll come back and we'll do the last chapter and we'll see how this all wraps up. Back in a minute, guys. And we're back. Alright, so let's finish with the beginning, I guess. It's only 3 chapters, so this will probably only take me about 1/4 of an hour. That's fine. I did say it wasn't going to take me a full 3 hours. It's only supposed to be a 2 to 2.5 hour length game anyway. Ugh.
Ah, it's you, the boy from my dream. What a strange dream it was. My life's work was being destroyed, and all I could do was watch.
Come, sit here by the fire.
It all began right there, in the house I grew up in. I heard a heavy knocking at the door,
Ooh,
just like on the night I left.
that is wonderfully stylized.
I opened the door, but there was nothing there, just white space.
Ah, now this room looks familiar. This, I think, is this the area from the start of the game? Might be. No, I can't tell. Sounds like...
When I got outside, disaster. Some miscreant had painted everything. My garden was ruined.
Oh, that was me. Although not quite. Whoever was doing this wasn't,
And then my statue spoke and said, "Help me! Some little hooligan is running around splattering everything in the garden. I think he's headed for the..." Something got in my mouth. Oh dear.
because I was the one running around at the start spray painting everything, although... I did a little more than all of this.
I saw my unfinished labyrinth, abandoned and forgotten.
Guess that's one way to do things.
And then the credits appeared.
Your dreams have credits?
Oh yes, and subtitles.
Okay. A Dream by Giant Sparrow. Right. Okay, we're getting into the messiness now.
And then I saw my beautiful city strangled by those disgusting vines. I built it to stand 100 lifetimes, and instead it'll be buried in one, a monument for weeds.
Where the hell am I going? That way, I guess?
The dining hall was full of people, like the old days. It smelled like roasted goose. For a moment, I was happy.
No, there's a crack there. I can't get it to follow. Right. That's not exactly what I was expecting, but okay. I'm kind of very curious about where the hell this is even going.
Then suddenly, I was alone again. The world had become cold and dark. I felt death rising up around me.
Okay, keep moving. Don't have time to stop and enjoy the flowers. Nope, we're alright. Okay. This works. I think. I'll be honest with you, I have the faintest idea what the hell is going on right now. I'm just sort of going with the flow, you know?
I floated past chunks of the house I built, or started building. Scarcely 10 years later, and the whole thing was in ruins. My works were meant to last forever, but most of them will be gone before I am.
Terry Gilliam? Wait, Monty Python Terry Gilliam? Whoops.
I was at a funeral.
Oh.
My own, as it turned out. No one was there. Except you.
Nope, he's gone. Yeah, I'm back. I don't go away for that long. 5 or so minutes. Oh, am I me again now? Okay, I guess I'm me again now. Where am I going and what the hell am I doing? I have the faintest idea, but apparently I'm gonna do something.
I saw my monument, my last hope of leaving something that would live on after me, and I began to walk towards it.
I do wonder, is it, when they say voiced by Terry Gilliam, is that actually Monty Python Terry Gilliam? Because
with each step I took, I got larger.
Okay, apparently I'm growing really big now.
I just kept growing and growing, like a teenager. With a gentle push, my mind crumbled and sank.
Oh, hello.
I saw my life's work laid out in front of me. Soon it would crumble into dust or be painted over by someone who would come after me, the same way I painted over what was here before me. When the universe ended, I knew that everything I'd made was over. And as I sat there, looking out into the darkness, I thought back on all the things I'd built and left unfinished. I realized something. I wasn't sad that it was all gone. I had fun making all that stuff. I would have done it anyway. And then, somehow I knew that when I woke up, all my work really would be destroyed. And that's when you showed up. I don't know how you got here, but I'm glad to see you. I have something for you. This brush isn't mine anymore. My work is over. It belongs to you now. I hope it makes you happy and that someday they will say, he is a better man than his father. That door will take you anywhere you want to go, but leave quickly, child. None of this will last for long.
And that night, even though he was very tired, Monroe did something that would have made his mother very happy. He painted.
Oh, that explains everything, doesn't it? Yep, I'll be honest with you. The further we got into this, the less of an explanation I was expecting for it. Yeah. That's weird. That was, I suppose, more or less what I expected. All things considered. So, yeah. There you have it. That was the unfinished Swan. One thing I'm going to look up real quick, and I'm very curious about this, so bear with me while I just Google this. Yeah, it was really. That really was. That was Terry Gilliam of Monty Python fame. I wasn't sure when it said like, you know, the King voiced by Terry Gilliam. I was like, oh wait, Monty Python guy. I guess his voice has got a little rougher in later on in life, although that does tend to happen, I guess. He's an older man now. You know, Monty Python's been around for a very, very, very long time. So I'm kind of curious. Toys. Balloon radar. A radar that lights up when you get close to a balloon. That could come in handy. Clean canvas. Erases, paint splats, and everything else you've created. Concept art. Early sketches. Hose. Fires steady stream of paintballs. Pick up blueprint boxes. Question mark. Unlocked after all the balloons are found. Unlock chapters. Opens up every level of the game. Why would you want to do that? You just play the game. Sniper rifle. Of course. Fires balls with deadly accuracy. Not really. Actually, it fires balls in a straight line sometimes. Stop time for balls. Pulses balls in midair. Useful for throwing a dozen balls at once to make a giant mess. Huh. Random. I'll definitely buy that one though. Balloon radar would be quite useful. As would the hose. Pick up blueprint boxes. Would that be useful? It might be necessary. So we'll probably get that one too. Because you might not be able to get to some balloons without that. So we look at the chapters. How did I get on? So I missed one there. I missed one there. I got all of them in the first castle. Got all of them there, all of them there, all of them there. Missed one there, missed one there, missed one there. I missed 5 in the woods. Yeah, these ones were so dark, and like the monument and all this stuff, you move so quickly through it. You didn't have time to really pay attention to some of it. And I missed 2 there and 2 there. So I missed a few. But in and of itself, the extras probably the extra stuff. But I think we'll call it there for today. I'll probably do the balloon hunting in my own time. But I mean, all told, the story honestly just felt like an excuse for the kind of game they had. And I will say, gameplay was good fun. Like, you had the painting mechanic as the main thing, but they mixed it up and they kept it fresh and original. Because obviously in like the first chapter, everything was pure white and you were literally just painting to find your way around. And that was good, but it might have gotten boring if you kept going. So the fact that they then mixed it up with, like, you know, changing your paint into water and then having the plants grow in the second chapter, and then in the third chapter where you were pushing around lights and using it as more of an interactive button kind of thing, that was really good because it kept things interesting, it kept things fresh. Honestly, I think it's good that this game had, you know, just 2.5 hours in terms of content, because it probably would have been hard to stretch the idea too much further. Sometimes an idea works for a short game rather than a long game, and I think that is probably better. Also, this was good fun. Yeah, because obviously the game originally came out as a sort of tech demo-ish for the PlayStation 3, as a sort of a tech demo, not really, but sort of. And yeah, it was one of those games that was pushed very early for the PlayStation 3. I think it also did get a PlayStation 4 release as well, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. So anyway, that was the Unfinished 1. I said this was going to be just a one-off. As I said, it's just a bit of a palate cleanser before we get into some other stuff. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I will see you all whenever I next see ya. Take care out there, everybody. Bye-bye.